friends, welcome back to another video. So today we're continuing our practice of CVC words and their beginning sounds with the help from our friends over at Lexia. Thank you to them. Big shout out for putting together this PowerPoint and this lesson. It's been really helpful in showing some things that are really important to learn. So let's go ahead and get started. So today we're looking at CVC words with the beginning sounds H, J, L, V, and Z. So these letters are a bit more uncommon when we're looking at CVC words. We're starting to get into some of the trickier ones now. So let's just pay attention and work hard and try our best. For the record, friends, H says H, J says J, L says O, V says V, and Z says Z. So let's keep those sounds in mind as we move forward. The pictures we have here are a leg, a log, and a lid. What beginning sound do you hear in all three of those words? Leg, log, lid. Very good. I hear the sound OO. Can you tell me what letter says O? L. Very good. So each of these words has the beginning sound O and begins with the letter L. Here we have a hen, a hut, and a hat. What beginning sound do we hear in all three of those words? Hen, hut, hat. Very good. The beginning sound here is h, h, h. What letter says h? H. Very good. So each of these words, hen, hut, and hat, all start with the sound made by the letter H. Here we have a van, vote, and vine. Okay, so what beginning sound do we hear at the beginning of each of those words? Van, vote, vine. We hear the sound V. Very good. Friends, can you tell me what letter says V? V. Very good. So van, vote, and vine all start with the sound V made by the letter V. Here we have a jar, jog, and jet. What beginning sound do we hear at each of those words? Jar, jog, and jet. Very good. We hear the sound j, j, j. We hear j, j, jar, j, j, jog, and j, j, jet. Friends, can you tell me what letter says j? J. Very good. So each of these words begins with the sound j and the letter J. Here we have zip and zap. What beginning sound do you hear in those words? Zip, zap. Yeah, that beginning sound is Z. And what letter says Z? All right, friends, so let's start comparing some of these pictures. Here we have a vet and a jet. The words vet and jet have the same middle and ending sounds, et. That makes them rhyming words. They have the same middle sound, eh, and the same ending sound, t. But their beginning sounds are different. What's the first sound you hear in the word vet? Good, the first sound is v, right? And what letter says v? V, very good. So the word vet is spelled V-E-T and pronounced v-et, vet. Let's compare that to the word jet. Jet has a different beginning sound. What beginning sound do you hear in jet? Good, the beginning sound in jet is j, j, j. What letter says j? J, very good. So the word jet is spelled J-E-T and pronounced j-et, jet. Here we have a log. As you can see, the word log has the middle sound ah and the final sound g. That means that the whole word is going to end in og. So it's our job to figure out the beginning sound. What is the first sound you hear in log? Good, the first sound is OO, made by the letter L. So the word log is spelled L-O-G and pronounced O-O-G, log. This person is going for a jog. The word jog rhymes with the word log. They have the same middle and ending sounds, og. But our beginning sound is different. What's the first sound you hear in the word jog? Awesome, the first sound is J. What letter says J? J, very good. So the word jog is spelled J-O-G and pronounced J-O-G, jog. Here we have a hog. The word hog rhymes with log and jog. They have the same ending sounds, og. But our beginning sound is different. What is the first sound you hear in hog? Good, the first sound is h. What letter says h? H, very good. So the word hog is spelled H-O-G and pronounced h-o-g, hog. For this next section, friends, if you want to grab some sticky notes or note cards and a pencil, you can do a little bit of writing to go along with us here. So if you have those sticky notes and those note cards, go ahead and grab them now. I'll have you write down your letters. Otherwise, just follow along and I'll have you say the letters instead. The letters we're going to be looking at today are going to be L, J, H, and Z. So if you have those sticky notes or those note cards, go ahead and write those letters down now. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. Otherwise, let's review those sounds and we'll just kind of keep going and you can say the letter out loud. So first, let's take a look at the letter L. Who can tell me what sound L makes? Very good. L says owl, as in lion. Next up is going to be the letter J. What sound does J make? Good. J says j, 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 as in jump. The next letter we're going to be using is H. Who can tell me what sound H makes? Awesome. H says h, as in happy. And lastly, we're going to be using the letter Z. Who can tell me what sound Z makes? Good. Z says z, as in zebra. So for these next slides, you're going to be using one of these 4 letters as your beginning letter or your beginning sound. You're going to hold up the card that has that beginning letter there for us, or you can just say it out loud. Our first word here is lug. Lug. That boy's going to lug the sled up the hill. So go ahead and hold up the card or tell me the letter that you hear at the beginning of the word lug. Good job. If you're holding up an L, you are right on target. The word lug starts with the sound ool. Since we know that L says ool, we can put an L at the beginning of this word. The word lug then is spelled L-U-G and pronounced ul-a-g, lug. Next we have a jug. The word jug rhymes with the word lug. They have the same ending sounds, ug. But our beginning sound is different. Go ahead and hold up the card or tell me the letter that you hear at the beginning of jug. Are you holding up a J? If you are, you're doing great. So the word jug starts with the sound j. We know that J says j, so we know that we have to put a J at the beginning of this word. The word jug is spelled J-U-G and pronounced j-a-g, jug. Next we have a hug. The word hug rhymes with lug and jug. They have the same ending sounds, ug. But our beginning sound is different. Go ahead and hold up the card or tell me the letter that you hear at the beginning of the word hug. Are you holding up an H? Good job. So the word hug starts with the sound h. We know that H says h, so we need to put an H at the beginning. The word hug is spelled H-U-G and pronounced h-a-g, hug. Now let's look at something a bit different. Here we have a lip. The word lip does not rhyme with our other words hug, lug, and jug because the ending sounds are different. This word ends in ip. But we still need to figure out our beginning sound. So go ahead and hold up the card or tell me the letter that you hear at the beginning of the word lip. L, that's exactly right. So the word lip starts with the sound ool. We know that L says ool, so we're going to put an L at the beginning. The The word lip then is spelled L-I-P and pronounced L-I-P, lip. This is a picture of a hip. The word hip rhymes with the word lip. They have the same middle and ending sounds, ip. But our beginning sound here is different. Go ahead and hold up the card or tell me the letter that you hear at the beginning of the word hip. H, very good. So the word hip starts with the sound h. Since H says h, we need to put an H at the beginning, making the word hip spelled H-I-P and pronounced h-I-p, hip. This is a picture of zip. The word zip rhymes with lip and hip. It has the same middle and ending sounds, ip. The beginning sound is different though, so go ahead and hold up the card or tell me the letter that you hear at the beginning of the word zip. Z, very good. So the word zip starts with the sound z. Since Z says z, we need to put a Z at the beginning. That means that the word zip is spelled Z-I-P and pronounced z-I-p, zip. All right, friends, time to put all our skills together here. So we have a picture of jog and we have a picture of hog. What is the same about the words jog and hog? If you said that they have the same middle and ending sound, you'd be exactly correct. You could also say that these words rhyme. They both end in og. J-og and h-og both have the og ending. What is different about these words? Very good. They have different beginning sounds. What beginning sound do you hear in the word jog? That's right. We hear j at the beginning of jog. Now how about hog? What beginning sound do we hear there? Good. The beginning sound in hog is h. Those are two different letters making two different sounds. So our words have the same middle and ending sounds, but the beginning sounds are different. And that is all we have for our lesson today. Thanks again to our friends at Lexia for putting this together. Let's hop on over to Seesaw now and see what it is we're going to be working on. So just like last time, friends, you're going to be writing out the CVC word that you see in the picture. The first thing, though, that we need to do is write the code word. So let's go to our text tool. I'm going to start a new text box there. And our code word today is jog, J-O-G, jog. So you're going to go ahead and put that in the text box or with the writing tool. Either is fine. And you're going to put it in our code word box over here in red. Then we're going to go over to our actual worksheet section here. You have multiple different pictures, and your job is just to listen to the word or figure out what the picture is, and then write down what you hear. So let's start with this first one here, pig. If I hover over this little speaker button, the whole thing turns blue. If I click on it, then I can listen to the word so I know what it is I'm trying to spell. Let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so now I know that I'm trying to write the word pig. I see that there are 3 boxes underneath my picture, meaning I'm going to write 3 letters. And since this is a CVC word, I know that there's going to be 3 sounds as well. I'm going to listen for each sound I hear in the word pig, and I'm going to put 1 letter in each box. You can do this using your text tool or your drawing tool. Either one is fine. Pig. But once you are done filling out all those boxes, friends, you're going to come over here and click the green check mark to turn it in, and then you will be all finished. So that's all we have for today. Rock on, my superstars. I can't wait to see what you turn in on Seesaw, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye for now.